I'm just kidding, I can't multi-shine. I think we can all agree that the Yobo controller is pretty bad. Now if you want to know all about why, I suggest checking out my last video in this series where I talk about it more in depth. So I thought I was done with this controller, but apparently a few of you want to see more of it. Specifically me taking it into Netplay and playing against other people with it. So today we're going to see what happens when a mediocre player takes a third-party controller into Netplay. I hope you guys enjoy. So here we go guys, back from the graveyard. We're back with our favorite controller that can both choke you and electrocute you. That's right, another fine Yobo product. Shout out to the commentator who actually noticed that this was here on the barcode. I completely missed it, but I had a good laugh about it. Now the joke here is that I don't really win on Netplay to begin with, so I hope it will be entertaining watching me do even worse on a bad controller. Alright, now we're gonna start with friendlies. Alright, so the first guy we're playing says that he plays Pichu. Nope, never mind. We won't be embarrassed by low tier. One thing you gotta understand is that making these little micro movements are so hard with this controller. That was rough. Oh my god, I couldn't jump. Oh god. Alright, but I think I'm getting a little more used to it. I'm not as concerned about like how bad the controller feels, and I'm not making as many dumb mistakes, I don't think. I hope. I say the hardest thing to do besides like these, like I said, controlling little micro movements is definitely jumping. Which if you saw my last video, you would have seen that I had a hard time even short hopping. And that's because the buttons are just super not sensitive, and they can't distinguish a lot of times between short hops and full hops. So sometimes it feels like a guessing game for what input you're gonna get. So lasering at an appropriate height, or lasering at the height that you want, is super hard. Like right there I wanted, of course, to laser his recovery, but I feel like this controller is becoming a little less responsive as I go. Like I said, just the micro movements. The micro movements is the biggest thing. You just don't have full control of what your character is doing. So if you use this controller, you're gonna have to make a lot of compromises. Like sometimes when I juggle Fox with pillar combos, I want to use up air, but now I can't. I force myself to try to use something like up smash or up tilt. Wow, that was cool. How do you do that? Clearly I'm not going to get away with just doing stupid aerials wherever he's landing, wherever he is on the ground. He's too smart for that. I'm trying to do short hop back airs, but it's just not connecting. I mean, it's not even connecting. It doesn't have a chance to connect since it doesn't even come out. It's just so frustrating because so many things that you want to happen don't happen. I was only a little bit short before, but now I'm dead short. This controller is getting less responsive to use as I go. I'm sorry to whoever I'm playing if you ever see this, and I'm playing like the lamest Falco ever, but I have no choice. I can't do anything. I shouldn't say that. I can't do most things that I want. I guess you can't exactly expect perfect Firebird angles from a controller that you can't really even control your jumps with. So upon the next stock he takes, I think it's time to whip out the turbo. It's really not the best when you can't like control your aerials. Alright boys, let's see how he can handle the multi-shine. He can handle multi-shine. Okay, so I'm pretty mad because upon further review of my footage, I realized that my hands are always at the bottom of the screen. So it's only at certain times in the video that you see my hands pop up and actually show the Yobo controller. So I'm here for a little bonus round. I'm going to put my Netplay ladder points on the line. Alright, so off to a pretty decent start. I was super lucky that Sheik messed up on my accidental Firebird over there. Now I'm trying for a lot of these weak aerials, but it's really hard to actually perform with a controller like this where you can't exactly control your jumps. That was pretty lucky. I accidentally enabled turbo there. Oh. Not trying to approach Sheik at the ledge. That was risky. Alright, I'm so lucky that this guy isn't punishing a couple of the really bad flubs I've done. I'm sorry if this commentary is lacking, it's just pretty hard to actually play a video game and talk about it. That was such a bad laser. Alright, so we close that game 1 on the Yobo controller. I definitely don't want to play on Fountain if I were to pick one. Alright, so it goes to top platform. Just try to hit him with up air, get something started. This controller can actually shield drop on UCF. I don't know why I'm not going for that more. Okay, so while some of it is just bad play on my part, a lot of the flubs that I'm doing are just misspacing my jumps because of this controller's just inability to properly register a jump. As you'd imagine, working your way around platforms is also a nightmare with this. Your follow-ups are a little harder to properly execute. He's running away with this. Alright, can we clutch this out? That's the question. Lame him out a bit with some lasers, get him off stage. Oh, that was bad. Luckily, if there's one thing I can still do on this controller, it's double shine. Ooh, missed a crucial tech. Feels kind of trapped over there. Oh no. I tried. Alright, it's my favorite game 3 last stock. Nobody wants to lose these. Alright, good games, friend. Props to my opponent for keeping it close. I guess I can say I'm proud to bring a W for the Yobo controller. It really didn't help out at all. In fact, it made things 10 times worse. But I guess that'll do it for this time around. I hope to get much better at recording these. This is more of like a test run, if you will. Just something that was suggested by people who watch me. So if this is something that you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like or subscribing. This has been Zenith. This is an awful controller, and we're out.